Hello, Virgo, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm also new here to YouTube, so I would greatly appreciate the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I would love to have you as part of the Happy You family. We're gonna jump right in. Virgo, what I want to do is we're gonna be looking at a 2024 prediction reading for you today. We're going to be looking at the energy surrounding the first half of the new year. We're going to look at January through June, the energy surrounding where you are just spiritually, life path, as it relates to your money and abundance, career. We're going to look at the energy around that. And we're also going to tap into romantic love, partnership, relationship. And I'm going to divide that into looking at the Virgos who are single and then the Virgos who are partnered. So energy around relationship, energy around new love and what's coming in. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so I pulled you an overall message, and I pulled an overall message for all earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I'm going to read it for you now. And it says, love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. Okay, so what I was feeling, and when I was shuffling and warming up the cards, I like to do that before I do a reading. I heard falling in love, as though someone was singing it. I'm falling in love again, something like that, right? So Virgo, love is in the air. All right, so we're gonna tap in. We're gonna see how that relates to you, how it resonates. With this love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly, some of you can find yourself, just kind of flowing and, finding that special someone. But what I'm feeling is that also this relates to just you, right? Flowing into you, into self-love, self-care. Many of you may be breaking toxic generational patterns, learning to love you deeply, love those parts of you a little deeply that you have maybe been ashamed of in the past, or just those parts of you that just need the most care, the most attention. And you're pouring that into yourself because you know you better than anyone, right? And if not, then you're tapping in to understand that, or you should be. Okay, so that's what we're going to look at, Virgo. All right, so because I'm interested, I want to see why I heard that, because it was clear, like falling in love again. I think that's a song. I don't know. I'll link it below if I find it, but yeah, it's like falling in love again. So many of you are maybe falling in love after maybe having some hiccups in love, right? Or like I said, just loving on yourself and just feeling really good about that and just flowing with the energy. And that's beautiful. All right, Virgo, so let's look at it. Let's look at the first 6 months of the new year. So Spirit, as it relates to the energy around for Virgo, first 6 months, what do we have? All right, Virgo. All right. Okay. So in January, Virgo, this month, I can't believe we're already here, but this month, January 2024, there is, Nine of Swords talks about anxiety, okay, and fears. So, I'm feeling all kinds of things, but let me see if I can channel it the way I'm getting it. The first thing I'm feeling for you, Virgo, is that you may be entering the new year just maybe with residue of the past. Maybe 2023, there was some things going on that had you like stressed out, worried. I know a lot of us, right, the end of the year, holiday spending, all of that. So you may be just, trying to, figure things out. You may be tired too as well. Just a lot going on at the end of the year. My advice would just be to bring an awareness to that. So if you're anxious, bring an awareness to exactly where that stems from. Okay, so because that's what I'm feeling. So 9 of Swords, worry, anxiety, fear. Remember, fear is an illusion, right? We only fear the past, because you're in the present, and you can try to control that or navigate through that as much as you can, and then of course the future hasn't happened yet. So and you're a co-creator, right, in God's creation. So yeah, so fear is an illusion, so remember that. But anxiety and worry, now how it relates to this love and intimacy card, I would just say there may be, in the beginning of the year, this month, you may have some anxieties come up as it relates to like loving yourself, right? You've been suppressing some things that now maybe you set the intention for this year that you're not gonna suppress, you're not gonna sweep things under the rug. You're gonna get real with yourself, right? That man, that woman in the mirror, get very intentional about the things that you need to move forward in the year to create more of a healthy emotional state, healthy mental state, right? Spiritual, right? So that looks very positive. Once again, don't fall into that worry. Acknowledge it. It's here, right? But we're not gonna stay trapped in that. Try not to stay trapped in that. Okay. So that's January. February, then you have the Knight of Cups. Okay, which talks about empathy. All right, it was in the reverse position, so I do want to address that. But overall, Knight of Cups is using your many of you Virgos may be empaths, right? And so you are feeling and absorbing everything, the emotions of everybody and the emotions of everything. And that could definitely be why in January there's a lot of anxiety. Okay, so in February, you may be wanting to cut that out. You may find yourself disconnecting emotionally, or just not trusting, or wanting to. Maybe you feel drained, right? You're absorbing the energies of others. I like the saying, observe but don't absorb, right? So bringing awareness to that. Maybe you can use that as an affirmation or mantra, right? Observe but don't absorb, because if you're a natural empath, I'm one as well. So if you're a natural empath, it just naturally you absorb the energies of others. And so maybe you might just be exhausted emotionally too, coming out of the holiday where you're just there was many things going on. You were around family and friends, and you just may feel the need to just kind of go into like a hermit mode and rest and relax. And that's okay. But I would just say be mindful of that in February. Be mindful in January, actually, to kind of get some balance into that, so that by February, you're in a better state emotionally. Because if you're a natural empath, then that's who you are. And we need you. We need more empaths on the planet, right? So just bringing in alignment to that. Because Knight of Cups can be, wanting to offer, right, the help to others, wanting to be there for people. So if you're feeling drained, of course, you can't do that. So just bringing awareness to that, Virgo, okay, for the month of February. For the month of March, you have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So Eight of Pentacles, Earth energy. Eight of Pentacles is work, practice, apprenticeship, putting things into practice. So looks like you're going to be working. You may be working on a project. Maybe that's what has you in your head and a little drained emotionally in the beginning of the 2 months of the year. But looks like things are clearing out by March, and you're just Things are kind of coming together. You're working on a project, you're in your flow, right? So it looks really good. By April, you have the King of Pentacles. All right, more earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. King of Pentacles talks about loyalty. And I like to, next to this Eight of Pentacles, for March, you're working on a project, you're focused. And then King of Pentacles, once again, by March, lets me know that, by April, lets me know that you're more focused, and now you're starting to see the fruits of your labor, okay? So that's really good. So if in the beginning of the year, if this goes a work project and you're trying to, there's a lot going on and moving and you're sleepless nights and you're worried and anxious about it, it looks like things are kind of flowing and coming together, okay, by April. Now, how this can relate to the love and intimacy and pouring into you, I would just say pace yourself, right? Set those healthy boundaries, right? Work-life balance, right? That's going to be very important as it relates to having more time, more intimate time for yourself. And once again, the card says love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. So let it flow into your life effortlessly, okay? By May, you have the Four of Cups. All right. So, Four of Cups, you may find yourself a little restless. You may find in the month of May that you feel complacent. So you take it how it resonates. This could be in a job. It could be in a relationship. It could be, you're just feeling a little bored. So just once again, work-life balance, because whoever this message resonates with, the Virgos that resonate with this message, I'm just feeling to say to you, I see that you're putting a lot of work and efforts into a project or working, and that looks really good, but work-life balance, I can't say that enough. Work-life balance, Virgo. Get some sleep, work. I understand we all have to work and do the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves. Our world right now, with inflation and everything is crazy, but yeah, just work-life balance, because you don't want to fizzle out and get to the point where you just feel bored and complacent. All right. In the month of June, then, Virgo, really get a handle on this, putting balance and finding time, space for your own self-care, maybe carving out a routine, a ritual for you to, whatever that looks like for you, being in nature, music, taking some time off and things like that, because by June, Six of Wands is a victory, feeling acknowledged, feeling, grateful. But Six of Wands reverse lets me know that you don't feel victorious. There's like a blockage, okay? All right, so the key word, Virgo, work-life balance. All right, self-care. Self-love, self-care. Tapping into those intimate parts of you, listening, bringing awareness to listening from within and knowing, what you need, and then tapping in and then follow through. Okay? That's what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. All right. So we're going to shift it now and we're going to look at your money. So let's see what you got. What's going on with the energy around that? Because it looks like you're 10 toes down in work, right? You're working, you're focused. So let's see. Spirit, what is the energy around Virgo as it relates to investments and money and abundance? All right. Beautiful. All right, Virgo. So you've been focused in work and the things that you need to sustain yourself. it's paying off for you. Okay, so don't worry with that Nine of Swords there. Don't worry too much. The first energy you have is the Gold card, the energy of gold bars. It talks about solid finances and investing. But it reminds you to remember integrity, core beliefs and values, and things like that, because and once again, I'm just feeling again that work-life balance is going to be important with that. So you're working, but you're keeping some integrity, understanding that if what I'm working on or working too many out, if it goes against my belief systems, if it goes against my core beliefs and values, and hopefully those core beliefs say, that it's okay for you to take some time to rest, right? And to take some time to pour back, into yourself and take, just time for you. But if you're going into, maybe business, or you're investing, right, money, or things like that, just making sure that you're going against your own moral code, right? You're not getting tied up into anything that is risky business, illegal business, something like that. So you're just using your solid investments, but integrity. Okay, keeping an integrity about what it is that you're doing. So other than that, it looks really good. It looks like, as far as work and stability, and there's a lot of energy of movement around work. So you're going to be working. I don't see any gaps in employment or anything like that. So it looks really good. You have the Tree card energy as your next card or energy. And it talks about financial growth, things coming into fruition, abundance, right? Enjoying the fruits of your labor, and things stabilizing for you. All right, so that's beautiful. And then the last card is the Egg card. Okay, the golden egg, and it talks about starting over or saving. Okay, so many of you may be finding yourself, you may be in a new position, a new job, or maybe you've taken a new position, so you kind of feel like you're starting over in a sense. But it's just reminding you to save. It's reminding you to, I would say, if you are starting, pay attention, learn, because overall it's growth, right? It looks good. So what I'm feeling for you, Virgo, in 2024, as far as your money, and investments and things like that, making sure you are saving, you are, because it looks like money is growing. So if you are wanting to invest that money or save, or put it away, make sure you're being logical, practical, and you're moving with integrity. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So doing things the right way, right? So it'll pay off in the end for you, and you don't have to worry and stress over anything. All right, Virgo. So that's what you have for the energy around money and finances and investments. So now we're going to move on to love, partnership, romance for my singles. So single Virgos. Spirit, what is the energy around love, life, partnership for my single Virgos? All right, you have the Chariot card. And I'm going to pull 3 more cards. Beautiful. I think Taurus also had this energy. All right, so the Chariot, I believe that's Cancer's energy. So there may be a Cancer in your energy. You may have Cancer somewhere in your chart. But the Chariot talks about ambition, drive, things moving forward, making healthy choices, having the stamina and the energy and the drive to just move forward, momentum. So that looks really good. So singles, as far as love or things coming in, it looks like they're moving in the direction that they're supposed to be in. Okay, it's you're where you're supposed to be. Okay, I'll say that. So you take that how it resonates. If you're moving into union with someone, moving towards love, if that's coming in for you, it looks good. And if you are find yourself single, just take advantage of the time that you have being single, because that you're, like I said, you're right where you're supposed to be. Cupid's arrow is surrounding that Chariot card. It says, have faith, love is coming, right? So like I said, everything is moving in the direction that it's supposed to happen in. Okay, it may be a surprise. You may get invited to a party or things, a social event, and you may be meeting someone. Okay, the Mirror card, all right, that talks about relationships and how they reflect our wounds. Okay, so in the beginning, remember we talked about self-love, and we even talked about I was hearing falling in love again. So you may find yourself back out into the dating world, and with this Mirror card, just doing the self work and healing work, so that if when you do meet someone and they mirror you, right, you meet your like spirits, right, your person that sits in alignment with you and your soul, that they too are where you are, and that you are doing the self work so that you can connect to others who are also doing that. Because the Mirror card can talk about reflecting, wounds, things that we need to heal. So if you do meet someone, and I know we want to meet and pick people apart, but a lot of times we meet and we draw and attract, who we are or the things that we need to work on. Whether we see them or not, connections with others definitely highlight that. Okay, so bringing awareness to it, and do the work. All right, and then the last card you have with that Chariot energy, Virgo, is the single Virgos, is the Coffee cup. So meeting, conversating, feeling uplifted. So there's definitely an energy around. Now this may not resonate with everyone, but for many of you Virgos, the Virgos that are single, that resonate with this reading, there is definitely energy around new love, partnership coming in, you meeting someone, even if this person is only there for a season. It looks like they're gonna be teaching you something about yourself, bringing an awareness to things maybe that you need to heal, to bring more self-love and care into your life. So I like that. It looks really good. All right, so let's look at my Virgos who are partnered. Okay, who are already in a partnership, relationship, or marriage. All right, and you have the Death card. Okay, Scorpio energy. So let's see the energy around that, what that looks like. 3 cards, Spirit, for my Virgos who are in a partnership. I'm not gonna take, well, let's see, I'll do it again. I feel like I should have pulled that card, but it was so many that fell out. So let's see. For Virgo. All right. All right. So for Virgos, those of you who are in a relationship currently, the Death card talks about sudden changes. It can also talk about a death and a rebirth. So an ending, and then maybe a transformation. So if you're in a partnership, things may be changing. The dynamics of the relationship may be changing. you take it how it resonates. It could be changing in the way of there may be an ending. You may find yourself, in separation from your partner in 2024, breaking up, divorce, or you're just there's been a lot of conflict. Maybe the two of you didn't see eye to eye, and your relationship is going through like an awakening, right? Like a rebirth, right? It's getting better. So I see that. I'm going to be honest though, the heaviest energy that I'm feeling is that many of you may find yourself separating from your partner. You have the energy of heartbreak, stabbed in the back. Okay, so and this could be a couple who went through some things. There was some infidelity, but you are, you're getting on the same page. You're resolving. You're in the you've done some conflict resolution, and maybe, you all are able to just move forward. And you're just understanding each other better. You're understanding the relationship. And like I said, just moving forward. So if not, though, there's also an energy of a partnership coming to an end. Okay. Someone feeling stabbed in the back. On the brighter side, if you are coming out of a relationship or you're ending a relationship, with this date card energy, you may find yourself meeting someone else. So meeting someone new. It says getting back out there, right? So, and remember I told you I kept hearing falling in love again. So maybe if you are coming out of something that was toxic, and hopefully you've done some healing, right? Very important. And then looks like you're going to be meeting someone, possibly meeting someone new, or have newer options in 2024. The last energy you have is the chaser. Okay. So if you are, some of you who are separating from someone, just be aware that that person may want to, come back into your life. My advice would just be, if they're coming back into your life with the same song and dance and the in and out, then hopefully you're putting a stop to that. This person, you may be in a partnership with someone who is codependent, or that may be you. Fear of abandonment issues. And remember, we said in the beginning that with the love and intimacy card, focus on self-love, self-care. So maybe that's coming up for you in 2024, Virgos. Maybe some of you are realizing that you have some abandonment issues that you need to work on to clear the energy around that, so that you can move in and have more fulfilling, emotionally stable relationships and connections. Okay, so you take that how it resonates. But for those of you that are partnered, if you are in a partnership and it has been been some conflict, it looks like it does have an opportunity to grow, to transform. The death card can represent that. But make sure that you all are actually committed to doing the work. And then for some of you, I'm really just seeing for some of you Virgos that are in partnership, I'm really seeing you walking away from things that no longer serve you. Because death card also represents a spiritual transformation. So as you're transforming and you're moving into higher states of consciousness and understanding yourself a little bit deeper with this intimacy card, that you just know that you deserve better and you want better for your life. Okay. And there is nothing wrong with that. That's wonderful. It's a wonderful energy to be in. All right. So that is what I have for you, Virgos. I will be back, and we will in June, and we will do from June to December. So once again, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I would love any feedback. Like I said, I'm new here, so any feedback, encouragement, positivity, or constructive criticism, I would greatly appreciate that. And I will see you next time. Peace, love, and light.